Hey there, money-savvy friends. Today, we're diving into a game-changing financial strategy that might sound intimidating at first, but is actually more achievable than you'd think. We're talking about living on just 50% of your income. This approach isn't about depriving yourself or living like a hermit. It's about making smart choices that can dramatically improve your financial health without sacrificing your quality of life. So, buckle up as we explore why living on half your income is not only possible, but could be the key to unlocking your financial dreams. Let's start by addressing the elephant in the room. Why 50%? Well, living on half your income isn't just an arbitrary goal. It's a powerful strategy that can fast-track your savings, help you build an emergency fund, pay off debt faster, or even set you up for early financial independence. But here's the kicker. It's not about squirreling away every penny and living a joyless existence. It's about being intentional with your spending and finding creative ways to maximize your resources. And trust me, once you get into the groove, you'll be surprised at how natural it becomes. Now, let's bust some myths about frugal living. Many people think it means never eating out, wearing secondhand clothes, or saying goodbye to all forms of entertainment. That couldn't be further from the truth. Frugal living is about being mindful of your spending, not eliminating all joy from your life. It's about prioritizing what truly matters to you and finding creative ways to enjoy life without breaking the bank. You can still have a social life, enjoy hobbies, and even travel. It's all about smart planning and savvy choices. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. The cornerstone of living on 50% of your income is having a rock-solid budget. Start by tracking all your expenses for a month, and I mean everything, from your morning coffee to your streaming subscriptions. Once you have a clear picture of where your money's going, it's time to categorize and prioritize. Essentially, expenses like housing, utilities, and groceries come first. Then look at areas where you can cut back. Remember, the goal is to get your total expenses down to 50% of your income. So you might need to make some tough choices. But don't worry, we'll cover some strategies to make this easier in a moment. One of the most effective ways to reduce your expenses is to become a savvy shopper. Let's start with buying in bulk. For items you use regularly, personal care, non-perishable foods, or cleaning supplies, buying in larger quantities can lead to significant savings over time. Just be sure to have the storage space and that you'll use the items before they expire. Another powerful strategy is timing your bigger purchases, such as a TV, a new lamp, or clothes. Plan your big buys around major sales events like Black Friday, end-of-season clearances, or holiday sales. But here's the key. Only buy what you actually need and have budgeted for. A great deal on something you don't need is still money spent. Food is often one of the largest and most flexible expenses in a household budget. Setting a weekly food allowance and sticking to it can make a huge difference. Start by planning your meals for the week before you go grocery shopping. This helps you buy only what you need and reduces food waste. Try incorporating more plant-based meals, which are often cheaper than meat-heavy dishes. And here's a pro tip. Learn to cook. Homemade meals are almost always cheaper and often healthier than eating out or buying pre-prepared meals. Plus, cooking can be a fun and rewarding hobby. Housing and transportation are typically the two biggest expenses for most people. If you're serious about living on 50% of your income, you might need to take a hard look at these areas. Could you downsize to a smaller home or apartment? Maybe find a place with lower rent or in a less expensive area. For transportation, consider if you really need that car payment. Could you use public transportation, bike more, or switch to a more fuel-efficient vehicle? These might seem like big changes, but they can have a massive impact on your ability to live on half your income. Here's a strategy that's becoming increasingly popular. Tapping into the sharing economy. Instead of buying everything you need, consider renting or borrowing items you only use occasionally. Need a power tool for a one-time project? See if you can borrow it from a neighbor or rent it from a hardware store. Planning a fancy dinner party? Rent the dinnerware instead of buying it. You can even share subscriptions for streaming services with family to cut costs. This approach not only saves money, but also reduces clutter in your home. Living on 50% of your income doesn't mean giving up fun. It just means getting creative with how you have it. Explore free events in your community, like concerts in the park, museum free days, or local festivals. Start a game night with friends instead of going out to expensive bars. Take up hiking or biking to enjoy nature and get exercise for free. And don't forget about your local library. It's a treasure trove of free entertainment, from books and movies to classes and events. As we wrap up, let's talk about the most crucial aspect of living on 50% of your income, the mindset shift. This isn't about cutting expenses. It's about reevaluating your relationship with money and consumption. Start questioning your purchases. Do I really need this? Will this truly add value to my life? You'll likely find that many things you thought were necessities are actually just habits or impulses. This doesn't mean you can never treat yourself, but it encourages more intentional spending. And here's the beautiful part. As you get used to living on less, you'll likely find that your overall satisfaction with life increases. You'll have less financial stress, more savings, and a greater appreciation for what you have. Living on 50% of your income might seem daunting at first, but as we've seen, it's more achievable than you might think. It's about making smart choices, being creative, and shifting your mindset. Start small. Try implementing 1 or 2 of these strategies to see how it goes. You might be surprised at how quickly you can adapt and how empowering it feels to have more control over your finances. Remember, the goal isn't to deprive yourself, but to align your spending with your values and long-term financial goals. So, are you ready to take on the 50% challenge? Your future self will thank you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more practical financial advice.